Chris Rasmussen and Holly Sutherland out on track qualifying round number 3 for the Group B category. We saw John O'Verry with a 50.078, Bryce Barron with a 52.217, and Chris Rasmussen out on track at the moment in the Venom Machine, the real estate agent from New Plymouth. Starting to pick up a little speed as we would expect in qualifying round number 3, so these guys will be rattling the top of the podium come the end of the day, I'm sure. The split down at a 35.557. Very interesting corner, that final one coming through the timing loop there with a 52.627. As the boats are coming down through the middle part of the course, they've got to line up the Lucas oil flags on the far side, and then at the last minute they've got to turn in left, and a few of the drivers have already suggested that that is well, it's part of the racetrack, but they're finding it a little bit discombobulating coming in there at speed and then trying to work out where the apex to come through the finish loop is. So we'll keep a very close eye on that, because that could come very interesting as the day wears on. Sam Gray now coming out for his qualifying round number 3 run. The boys from Masterton, Mike Allen, the forestry worker, these guys are new to the sport, did a great job organising things at Featherston for the first round of the series. The Stinger hull. Nice smooth driving thus far by Sam Gray. A bit wide around the PSP hairpin, but it worked quite well. Some of the guys try to tuck in nice and tight in there. All it does is lock the boat down. The split at a 38, well off the time of the likes of John Verry, Bryce Barron and Chris Rasmussen, but these guys just getting their way around there, developing the confidence in the rotation early in the day. So a 56.751. So 6 seconds off the lead, but they won't be worried about that at the moment. They will be certainly chasing that down. 5 qualifying rounds here today. Then we go into our top 9, top 6, top 3 across all 3 categories to determine our podium place getters. Carl Beaver in the Beaver Reliever. Jay Amon coming out on track now, the pairing from Waikato. Oh, he had a bit of a look in there. Very interesting part from the far side chute from commentary. You come down there a couple of times. One time you do a tight around the hairpin, and the other one you drift out a bit wider. This is the PSP hairpin. Carl Beaver had a bit of a look at the hairpin early in the lap. The split at a 32.9 is the quickest split of the Group B so far. So Carl Beaver there with a 49.118, the first of the Group B drivers to go sub 50 seconds. So that's boding well for the Team Beaver Reliever come further progression as we go through the day. So g'day ladies and gentlemen, those of you that have come nice and early. We've got some merchandise for sale up the back near the bouncy castle. I think during the lunch break I might see if I can get up there and have a go on that bouncy castle. I quite like them. In fact, I told my lovely lady that we were going to get married in a castle. She wasn't overly happy when I told her we were going to get married at a bouncy castle though. So I've had to rethink that process just a little bit. But you got the Southern Jetsprint Club merchandise. Hats are $20. Stubby holders are 10 located in the family area. The kids' bouncy castle gold coin donation, proceeds going to the Australian Red Cross and Wires. Free water is located around the track. Kate's race team have a kids competition running. If you draw a picture of their boat and write your name, age and the favourite case machine, bring it to their tent at lunchtime during the pit walk and you will go into the draw to win a toy case loader and hat. Oh, I'm going to find somebody who can draw and put my name on that. All right, Tim and Debbie Edhouse, Liquid Addiction from O'Flonga. The Mechanic and the Cop. Reigning New Zealand champions in this Group B category, been around the sport a number of years. Interestingly, Tim Edhouse for quite a number of years didn't change impellers, didn't change the fins, made no adjustment to the boat at all. And eventually somebody talked him into changing some impellers, changing the nozzle sizes, adjusting the setup on the boat. He went down that path and has been getting a lot more success at 35 and some change on the split. So well down on the time that Carl Beaver and Jay Amon posted on the split. Knifed it into that final left-hander across the line, 52.581. They won't be overly happy with that. They like to be a little bit further up to the top part of the group come qualifying 3. So, well, maybe they'll have a chat to their crew chiefs and mechanics down there, make a few adjustments, get the boat set up just a little bit better, just not enough drive out the corner at the moment for mine. All right, looks as though that Tim Betts and Joe Kapua finally have the Violet Tendencies machine sorted. This is the first time that we'll see this boat on track here today. This blue, purpley, maroon, pearl paint job vessel as it cruises around the track. You'll see it a couple of times now because it is an A and B driven boat. Tim Betts, the A driver, and Tim Coleman, the B driver. So who is the Timmer of the Tims?